In 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, this is Sylvie from Waddle and Sylvie on ESPN 1000, and I'm busy right now. What am I busy with? I am listening and watching the Trae Tunes show. I gave him a t-shirt. It was a large. He doesn't fit in it, but we love him because he's the absolute best. So sit back and enjoy the Trae Tunes show.
Everybody's
in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is Tom Waddle, worn out former Chicago Bears wide receiver, and you are listening to Greg Braggs, Braggs in the Stands.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
We are live for the Trae Tunes Braggs in the Stands crossover. I am Gregory Braggs Jr., and to my right, my loyal and hilarious co-host, Trae Tunes. Back and better than ever. How we doing tonight, Trae?
I'm doing all right. It's like I'm trying to feel better, but it's like I have a lot of reasons to be upset. And, of course, all Bear fans have a lot of reasons to be upset, but I'm okay. Put on your happy face.
Yeah, putting on a happy face for sure, but enjoying it because – at this point, all you can do is laugh, Trae. When you have graphics like these that we can pull up, all you can do is laugh at the end of the day. That was actually at the start of the fourth quarter. It got worse. We actually went backwards from that point.
Right. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. That's
like how many times did you say yesterday one passing like this today at work? How many times did you say one passing yard to yourself? Right. I swear I said that to myself 900 times.
Yeah. I'm like one.
You know
one.
What, like it's impossible.
Right. Mitch Trubisky had one passing yard.
For the Bills.
Yes. Oh my God.
It's scary. It's scary. I mean, look at this graphic. Look at this. Fewest by Chicago in a game since 1981. The number of the day is 1.
Right. That's not something we wanted attached to Justin Fields.
I mean, I said it on Twitter last night. My entire life, the Chicago Bears have found a way every single year of my life, to have the worst game in franchise history. Every single year of my life. Every year they top it. It's truly remarkable.
Yeah, but I mean, do you think it's because a lot of NBA players, they'll have no points, and not score. I mean, you can't really compare it to one player because I mean, you know how hard it is to only go for 1 yard. That's not even 1 yard passing. I mean, 1 yard. God, one passing yard.
It's impossible. It's literally defies logic, and especially when you consider this day and age of the NFL to do 1 yard when you've got teams moving up and down the field freely. Every single team in the league. Yeah. I saw a guy, Mitch Galloway, say last year the Denver Broncos had to start a wide receiver at quarterback, and they got more yards than the Chicago Bears with a wide receiver playing quarterback.
Yeah, it's I just want to scream. It's like what the actual hell? Hey, Zenobia, how you doing? She's a wonderful singer. Check her out. She has some new songs out right now. Yeah, we got to bring her on for a show. She's pretty cool. She comes to my karaoke sets a lot too. I forgot I'm on Facebook. Yeah.
Friend of yours, Trae. Doing a little dance.
Please
Doing a
don't
little
show
dance.
For the
Doing a
love,
little dance.
for the love of God.
And I'm sorry, like
Oh man.
Chubb's trying to get up and trying to understand who's back off, you savages. We got Derek's in the house.
All right, yeah, that's the first autograph, right?
That's right. Our first, probably only autographs we'll ever sign in our lives. My guys Phil and Shane, they give me a lot of shit for that, but it was a moment that had to be captured in time. It just had to be. It had to be. We got Big Dollar Dave in the house. What, you got the horns? You got the horns going here or what? There it is. We got the horns for everybody. You know, that's what we want.
You get a horn. You get a
Dave's
horn.
in the house.
You get a horn.
I am Skox. I've been seeing him a lot on Twitter here lately.
Okay.
Alan in the house.
All right.
Everybody's steady chilling. Yep, the dancing never gets old. Big Dollar Dave. I didn't play it on that last show, so I had to make sure I got it in quick today.
No more horns for Dave.
What's up, Faye?
Hey,
Happy
Faye.
to be back. We're doing our thing here. Great Tune Show, Braggs in the Stands crossover edition. Man, it's tough to see, 1.1 yards per play, Trae, for the Chicago Bears yesterday, the second lowest in NFL history, the long history of the National Football League.
All right.
And I'm sure the number one team is from like 1942. So we are literally
or earlier.
We are literally setting back the NFL
Right.
generations. Literally generations.
Oh my God. That game went as I couldn't have just like it was worse than I could have imagined it. It's like if you like all the Bears are going to get blown out. It was worse. That in our performance with the one passing yard, 47 total yards. What's 47 or is it 46? I don't. It's like, and the other thing is that we're averaging 11.3 points, offensive points per game. It's like we have to fire Nagy.
Have to. I mean, any other functioning franchise would have already fired him after today.
Yeah, I'd rather have no head coach.
That's not reactionary to do that. Like when you talk about 1.1 yards per play, 1 passing yard for the game, when you consider Justin Fields is the most talented quarterback prospect by miles that the Chicago Bears have ever had, to do that in his first career start. He looked exactly the way Mitch Trubisky looked every game for the last 2 years. I mean, this has been going on since the third or the last few games of 2018. It's right. The NFL has figured out what Matt Nagy's trying to do, and he cannot adjust. He cannot adjust to the NFL back. They've adjusted to him, and he cannot counter punch back and try something different. And the only reasoning I can come up with, the guy has only been on one coaching staff. There's Will.
You see the comment?
I see him. I didn't realize he'd find his way over here. He's too busy drooling all over Black and Abdallah on Twitter. So I didn't think he'd have time. Let's go! Let's go! It's funny. I was listening to Black and Abdallah today, man. It's amazing how everybody's a truther now, Trey. Everybody's a truther. Everybody's a truther now.
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, forget Mitch. It's just, you know, just the rhetoric that a truther used to be mocked for. You know, hey, the play calling, the head coach, no adjustments, get the quarterback outside the pocket, give him some half-field reads, help him out, run the ball more. Offensive line's an issue. You know, all these things that I used to call into Waddle and Sylvie about and be widely mocked by the gang over there. And I love those guys. But to hear them now echo these statements, not one game into his career, one game. Imagine, Trey, if Mitchell Trubisky had played a game and threw for one passing yard, would anybody, I mean, seriously, there'd be like 5 people blaming it on Matt Nagy. Everybody would be dragging Mitchell Trubisky up and down through the streets. They'd be making memes out of his sideline pictures and his post-game press conference comments. And, you know, I always said, you know, hey, Mitch Trubisky needed to go. Will's calling me. Mitchell Trubisky needed to go. This isn't a referendum on Mitchell Trubisky could have been great. Mitchell Trubisky wasn't good enough at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But it is a referendum on people that tried to say, hey, guys, let's look at the bigger picture. It's not all on Mitch. Matt Nagy may be the bigger issue with this team. And people like me were widely mocked for those sentiments. And now, 1 quarter into Justin Fields' career, now all that rhetoric is widely accepted, and everyone's all on board now with things that have been said for years by people that were, you know, purported to be truthers. You know, I don't need apologies. I'm trying my best not to do the I told you so, because I take no pleasure in what is going on right now. Yeah. I'm rooting for Matt Nagy. I wanted him to figure it out. I wanted the Bears to win 10 games and go to the playoffs this year and Justin Fields be rookie of the year. You know, but the fact of the matter is Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy should have been fired at the end of last year. They should have cleaned house. George McCaskey didn't have the stones to do it.
Right. What a punk.
We get lucky with Justin Fields. And, you know, it's like, okay, there's some positive vibes with that. And ever since that moment, it's been all downhill from there with, you know, totally, you know, mishandling the way you go about giving Justin Fields first team reps in the preseason and now into week 3 of the regular season. And Justin Fields and Matt Nagy look lost. They don't know 1 yard. 1 yard.
Right. 1 yard. One. Uno.
Look at Will is big mad right now. What? Will is big mad right now. He's called me. He wants the link, Trey.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got my other friend's he's gonna come on too.
All right. We'll bring him on. I'll send him the link, but Will, you gotta behave. You know? We have our Will show. You know, this is the crossover here. So if I have to, I'll mute you. You know that. So yeah, you know, I've been giving it to some people today. You know, we got Nerd Boy, my good buddy Nerd Boy, who shall remain nameless. You know, I gave Chris Black and Abdallah a little shit on Twitter. You know, hey, to Robert Schmitz's credit, guy that does some good work on Bears Twitter, Windy City Gridiron, the whole bit, he admitted, he goes, hey, I was wrong. You know, my eyes were on the offensive talent, thought with a better quarterback, they'd be able to push the ball downfield. I was wrong. Matt Nagy is the problem. Good on him.
Yeah, that sounds like exactly like what I've been saying, like, because I thought, you know, with all the extra talent, exactly what you just said. That's exactly the way I felt. Like, okay, we have talent at receiver. We have speed. We got people that know how to run routes. And how do you do that? How? It's almost like he did it on purpose.
You're hearing people accuse him of that. Even bigger names that are in the media, like Ryan Clark and Dan Orlovsky, even the guys on the post-game show with David Kaplan on NBC Sports Chicago, they were saying the same thing, which I have a hard time believing, but damn.
Right. That's crazy to say that about an NFL head coach. One that you would think wants to keep his job. But there is no other logical explanation. Even the explanation we're given isn't logical. It's just, it makes no sense. How do you do that?
Will claims
yes.
Will claims he's not our friend anymore. This is getting scary, people. We sent you the link, Will. You can quit crying and come on. You know, geez. So I
here it comes. That's what she said.
That is what she said.
What the fuck?
Where is Will?
What? Okay.
Trey, look up.
Oh. Oh.
Will, we sent you the link.
Oh.
You know?
Man, he's like really mad. Like
he's mad. He's going full little kid on us right now.
He's as mad as he looks in that picture right there. Oh. Like we're trying to avoid him live on the internet. How can we avoid you? Okay.
Will, you have the link. I texted it to you. So quit crying in the chat. Oh, he's setting up. We're all waiting on pins and needles to hear from Will and his thoughts on the Bears game. We are going to play Matt Nagy's press conference from today here in a little bit. Maybe we'll wait for Will to come on and we can all react and laugh about it and make fun of him while he's talking.
Look at that picture. That is crazy.
I know, isn't this great? When he's been tweeting a lot of selfie pictures out, a lot of gym pictures. You know, he's really starting to come into his own on Twitter and kind of giving, a little bit of his life every day.
Yeah.
And some of these pictures here lately have been really good. And I just appreciate that because it's great content for the show. So
I'm going to crop that out so you can put it like right in the middle and it's just like us in the background of that picture. Yeah, get rid of that background and just put it right in the middle.
How we doing, sir?
Yes, this is Jeremiah Frazier.
License and register. What's your name here? State your name for the camera.
What's going on, guys? Jeremiah Frazier. They call me Frayway, F-R-A-Y, way.
Frayway, my guy. How about it? Trey's guy.
Right.
Frayway, when you see this picture, does it put fear in your heart?
Who is that?
That's Will. He's gonna be on here in a little bit. But
wow,
when
Will,
you see that, like, do you like hide your kids, hide your wife, kind of thing? Maybe not out of fear.
Is Will the next Bears quarterback?
I don't know. I think quarterback's fine. We need a head coach.
Yeah. Well, according to what I just heard, Your head coach, Matt Nagy, just said that anybody could be the quarterback next week. That's why I asked if Will is the next quarterback.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I saw a funny comment on Twitter. Somebody said, "Well, let Matt Nagy be the next quarterback since he's the only one that knows the offense." Because his whole team doesn't know it. He's the only one.
Did you see Foles like when they had the lip reading of what he said? He said this offense just doesn't work.
Oh, I was at the game, so I saw more than that and heard more than that.
Right, yeah. They were at the game first row, and man.
I was on the first row, Bears end zone, / sideline where they run out the tunnel. Oh my God, what a disaster, man. I felt so bad for guys.
What
Mac
was it,
was
before you
playing
get into the game of it, what was it like for you pregame? Justin Fields' first career start. I was coming home from Michigan from a wedding. I haven't been this hyped for a game in a long time. You're talking about the start of a new era. What was it like for you inside the stadium and around other Bears fans as Justin Fields comes out that tunnel for his first career start?
Well, first thing, we were tailgating, so we were out there super early. And we so happened to tailgate with some Browns fans who happen to be also Justin Fields fans because they love Ohio State and Cleveland. So as crazy as it sounds, they were rooting for Justin Fields just as much as we were. They just wanted to win the game. And so this was like supposed to be Justin Fields coming out party, a big day for both sides. If I've ever been to a game where both sides agreed on something, it was Justin Fields yesterday, and at a high magnitude. And the disappointment with no one was disappointed with Justin Fields. The crowd in Cleveland, the Cleveland fans, they were saying fire Matt Nagy. They were saying, we dealt with this guy. He's Kitchens all over again. Freddie Kitchens.
Oh, wow.
All the Cleveland fans said he is exactly what Freddie Kitchens was. Fire Matt Nagy. To put that kid in harm's way the way he did, to have you can't, every quarterback we've had looked the same. You can't tell me that every quarterback with different skill sets should look the same. You can't tell me that.
Right, yeah,
and so
I can't.
You're absolutely right. And we heard the same sentiments at the Bengals-Bears game at home. There were Cincinnati fans, same thing. They're like, hey, the only way you guys are going to beat us is if Justin Fields comes out there because that kid's the real deal. Everybody seems to know it, and Matt Nagy doesn't know how to use it. You know, it was shocking. You know, so then, you know, the disappointment sets in. They're getting pummeled, sack after sack. He's running for his life. But then when it gets to the end of the game and you're looking up at the scoreboard, you know, where they're flashing this picture, the total yards, and you're seeing those stats on the scoreboard above you, you know, what was that like? How surreal? Because you're talking about an ineptitude on offense that this is the kind of, I mean, Bears fans are used to it, but this is like Stone Age football. So, like, how hard was it to accept that reality as the fourth quarter settled in and there was no shot at the Chicago Bears winning?
I don't have a voice today because of all the screaming I was doing and at Matt Nagy. I mean, understanding that people paid travel tickets along with game tickets to see their team, and this is the stat line. I didn't even think we had 63 yards total.
Well, we didn't. By the end of the game, it was 47. This was about, halfway through the fourth quarter. And then, this was flashed on the TV as they were taking their victory formation for the Cleveland Browns.
Wow.
45 rushing yards and 1 passing yard on the game.
Wow.
Fewest by the Chicago Bears since 1981. 30 years ago. 40 years ago. I'm like, I'm in such a state of shock I can't count.
Wow.
Right.
Listen, being at that game, you're just sitting there like, is there a game after this game? Is this a fake game? What's going on here? Like, this
Redo
can't be
doesn't count.
reality.
Chubbs wants to know in the chat. You said you were near the tunnel, down by the sideline. What were some of the fans yelling at the sidelines, or even to Matt Nagy directly? Can you recall anything?
Oh, sure, the typical F Matt Nagy, Faggy Nagy. Sorry, I'm just telling you what they were saying.
Right. Hey, I've been at Soldier Field. They'll yell some brutal things as they come in the tunnel. Yeah, no doubt about it.
I myself at halftime, this is what happened. Let me tell you guys what happened. So at halftime, he comes that way. He tries to hurry up and start jogging out of the tunnel once he gets closer to the fans. And I'm yelling at him. I said, Nagy, give me that playbook. Give me the playbook. It's on video. I got to send you guys the video. Give me the playbook, Nagy.
I'm going to pull it up on Facebook now.
Pull it up.
That's
perfect. This is what we do here. This is the Trae Toon Show, Braggs in the Stands crossover, and we love shots from in the stands. It took every ounce. I was at a wedding in Michigan, and I thought about it all weekend on how I could get to the game in Cleveland because I wanted to experience Justin Fields' first career start. And boy, by the third quarter, I was so happy I went against my better judgment and didn't go out there for this. What was the point? They went backwards offensively. Right. They literally had 1 yard passing. I think I can wait a week.
Yeah, so I'm encouraging the other players because it's obviously still a game, 10-3.
Right.
Okay, we had a bad first half. Here comes the adjustments, right?
That's how I was trying to talk myself up. How stupid are we? I was feeling the exact same way. I was like, well, Cleveland barely did anything, so maybe we'll wake up.
Remember the preseason talk, I used to say that was my biggest worry about Matt Nagy is adjusting to things in game.
No in-game adjustments. And you want to know how he didn't make any adjustments? After the game, he doesn't come out of the tunnel with the players like I've seen him do at other games because I've been to other games. He goes out of the Cleveland Browns tunnel. He goes the other way.
Well, he literally did that? I thought you were joking about that.
He did it. What a wuss, bro. He did that. They were chanting Fire Matt Nagy. He went through the Browns tunnel.
Wow.
I'm like, what is he?
That's insane.
Maybe he went to get their playbook. I don't know.
Well, if he did, then maybe we'll see some screens next
All
week.
I know is the fans were screaming, he's not coming to Vegas with us. He's not going to ruin the Vegas trip. And we all agreed that, we know that the Lions are next week. I don't want to see well, I'm going to be honest with you. If Matt Nagy's coaching, I'm nervous that because people say, well, it can't get any worse. I'm afraid it might. If the Bears lose to the Lions next week,
they could get real bad.
Yeah, because the Lions, one thing about their previous games is that they put up points, regardless if it was garbage time or not.
They actually have playmakers. Right. And they actually play hard, and they actually are a better team than we faced in the past. And so they're not the pushover team or the easy win you can check off like we've been. They almost beat the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, they should have. They lost on a 66-yard field goal, NFL record.
It took God himself for them to lose.
So they're probably going to be playing a pretty pissed off Lions team. Now, I will preface it by also saying, it's a week-to-week league in the NFL. You saw the Bengals lose to the hapless Bears, and then they turned out and beat the Steelers yesterday. So, could the Lions come to Soldier Field and go back to being the Lions? Sure, but you're absolutely right. This is this is gut check time for the Bears because if they lose this game, they have the Raiders on the road, which is going to be a hostile environment.
If they lose this game, that's it. I want them disqualified from the league.
They might disqualify themselves because they got the Raiders on the road, then the Packers at home, then the Buccaneers on the road, and then the 49ers at home. So if they can't find a way to beat the Lions and build some momentum, you could see this go off the rails very quickly here. And, the Packers game, Aaron Rodgers, this dude is, you saw him last night when, he only needed 37 seconds to come down the field. He's going to be walking into Soldier Field looking just like this. I'll be like, what did you miss me, Bears fans?
Right. Hey, Trae, did you find that video of coming out
Pull
the
that
tunnel?
shit up.
Yeah,
That is
it's up. Put up the share screen.
Okay.
Is that me?
No. That's my bad, huh?
Oh, did he write notes? Did he write notes for the press? You didn't need notes, buddy.
You talking about this one or this one, Trae?
No. What?
Two trays.
It's two of you.
Two trays don't make it right.
Trays.
Two trays. Smoking on that gas. No. So which one do you want me to pull up?
I have to start sharing it. I was sharing the tab and I have to go to the right tab. I still had it on the Twitter one. So give
Deuce Trae. No, that's what Trae does when he walks away. He takes a deuce. I'm gonna drop a deuce.
Yeah, man. Fans were apologizing to us. We're like, it's okay. They're like, they weren't being facetious yesterday. They were really like, this is kind of bogus.
Trae. Was that Will yelling at you?
Probably.
I was gonna bring him on here in a minute. We're giving Freeway the stage right now. He's coming with some good insight. He was in the stands at Cleveland. What do they call that? Energy Stadium.
Yeah, Energy Stadium. The dogs were barking. Woo!
I'm sure. Matt Nagy's dogs are barking. I know that.
Man, let me show you how he was standing the whole game. Here's Nagy.
He was sick to his stomach
the entire game. It's like, get this guy a bathroom.
Yeah, because he's so full of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not an idiot. You are, sir.
Is that the sport? Is that the headline?
That was the headline from a couple years ago. That was his quote, after losing to the Saints. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah.
Taco Grease seems to think I look like Matt Nagy. Don't you put that evil on me, Taco Grease.
Exactly. But man, Cleveland is already a city where it's you have minimal options as far as having a good time. Oh, there it is.
Here's the video. Is this halftime or at the end of the game?
Now this is halftime because at the end of the game, Nagy didn't even run this way.
Okay.
So you're gonna hear me trying to keep the players up because we got another half.
Right,
I see Nagy. Oh man, I call an audible.
This is Freeway's inside the stadium footage in the stands. Freeway in the stands as Nagy goes into the halftime tunnel. Let's check it out.
Hey, let's go, Nala! Nagy, give me the head. Where's Khalil? Is that right? Right there. Hey, Nagy, give me your playbook, Nagy. Give me the playbook, Nagy. Give me the playbook, Nagy. Hey, Rook, you're doing great, baby. Yeah.
That was
really well, my man. Hey, David, we love you, baby. Hey, TV. Where's my man? Hey, where's my man? That's my cousin. Jamaican, baby. That's my boy. Nick, I love you, Khalil.
See, now, Freeway, we would have.
Hey, that's Justin's brother. Justin's real brother.
I have no voice, man.
That's really good stuff. That exclusive footage from our guy Freeway here.
That's right.
In the stands.
I really wanted that playbook. I was not.
That was hilarious. Classic moment there. Classic line. And the thing that really bugs me when I watch that, and it just stands out more and more is, like you mentioned, the game was not over at that point. They had just scored their touchdown to go up 10-3. It was 3-3 for the majority of the first half.
Yeah.
Until they got a touchdown right at the back end. And look how despondent they looked.
They know.
Look how, you know, they knew. You're 100% right. And it's like these guys were just as fired up for Justin Fields' first start. And look how despondent they were. Look at how pissed off. Right.
Only down 4 points. And they already knew. You can see it all. It's written all over their faces.
I mean,
that's actions.
That's all you need to know. And
Give me that playbook, Maggie.
Classic line, and there's an old saying. The players know. The players know. And I've been saying it for a few weeks. It's something I sensed at training camp this year. They didn't have training camp last year, so I wasn't able to go. And in 2019, when you win, there was a lot of hype at training camp because they had just come off a playoff win. But then 2019 happened, and it was such a pitiful season, and you started to see some friction amongst the coach and the quarterback and the team. Then 2020 happens. They don't have a training camp. They don't have a preseason because of COVID. And then they have another very average year all over the place. They somehow make the playoffs at the end. But you saw more of that friction. And so this was the first training camp I was able to see them since this whole thing has kind of gone to hell. And you could sense it at camp. Aside from Justin Fields and the excitement he brought, there was frustration. I felt it. Some tension because he wasn't getting first-team reps. He's getting second-team reps. He's playing with guys like John Vea Johnson and Rodney Adams and players that aren't starters. And, anytime Justin was out there, you'd feel, everybody kind of get a little perked up. He'd make a nice play. Everybody that stands will get fired up. Andy Dalton's just blah. There's nothing against him, but there's nothing to get crazily excited about. He's not the future of your franchise. And he's the guy getting all the reps with Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet and Allen Robinson. And, when you just break it all down from what's happened the last few years, these players fighting, Javon Wims and Anthony Miller getting in fights, getting thrown out of the game in the playoffs. You're hearing Nick Foles take shots at Matt Nagy last year, and then in this year's preseason, he does a press conference, takes some shots at Matt Nagy. And you add it all together, and you're like, I said on Twitter like a couple weeks ago or 10 days ago, this team does not respect their head coach.
They don't. He's lost them.
And you can see it on their face there. Like most guys, they'd be like, come on, we got another half to go here.
I told the flipper, David Kaplan, weeks ago. I said, man, he's lost his team. Oh, no, you're overreacting. I'm like, bro, I'm at the games. I'm telling you what the players are. First of all, when we're talking about Matt Nagy, you can tell by the response the players give with their body language that they agree. They're winking at us. They're like, we can't say it. Thanks for saying it for us. It's that type of thing.
Trae, go to Twitter and find it on there.
Okay.
Is he looking for the Jimmy Graham tweet?
No, where he's trying to pull up the video of, click on that. Just hit play. And then you
Andy
can
Dalton
mute. You can
had Ray-Bans.
Enlarge it, and you can mute it.
Yeah,
if you
there
want,
it is.
Trae.
Bears Ray-Bans.
It keeps going away.
Yeah, I don't know why it does.
All right, I'll just go to Twitter.
Or either way.
Well,
but yeah, he's trying to play where Nick Foles and Andy Dalton are whispering to each other. Andy Dalton's smart enough to cover his mouth because he knows the cameras are always on them.
Yeah.
Just hit it and enlarge it.
Well, Nick Foles doesn't care. Nick Foles wants to.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't getting playing time. I could care less. I'll talk shit about this guy.
The word on the street is Nick Foles might be going to Pittsburgh.
Wow.
He might be taking Big Ben's spot.
I'm just going if we can get a draft pick for him and get him off the books, that would be great.
The Bears, me hearing that, and
the tweet has been deleted.
I'm a Khalil Mack guy, as you can see. But I'm hearing Ryan Pace rejected a trade back to the Raiders for Khalil Mack for 4 picks this summer.
They tried. The Raiders tried to get him back.
4 picks, 2 first rounds, and we rejected it.
Do you think they were going to give us 2 first-round picks back?
That's what the report said.
Wow, I didn't know that. They should have.
4 picks total. 2 were first rounds.
Wow, no, that I didn't know.
Even Mac was like, dumb.
I forgot what I was typing. What am I looking for? Oh, Foles. Yeah.
The players look so defeated, man. It was hard to like.
I'll message it to you, Trey. You know, I agree. They look defeated. They're talking on the side about him on the sidelines. Yeah. You've got Marquise Goodwin talking about him. In press conferences readily. Yeah, look.
The offense is not working.
And you can almost see where he says Matt's offense just isn't working, is how I read it.
Yeah.
I'm no lip reading expert. It's either he's saying the pass offense just isn't working or Matt's offense just isn't working.
Andy Dalton, that is a sweet hairdo, man.
Yeah, nice Oakleys too. Nice Oakleys too. And so, you add all this together, no, Nick Foles isn't what he used to be, but he has won a Super Bowl. Andy Dalton has been a veteran in this league for a long time. He doesn't look like he's disagreeing with Nick here, and you got Marquise Goodwin coming here taking shots at Nagy after the first game saying, well, yeah, Jalen Ramsey was able to bottle me up. We ran nothing but 10-yard routes, right. And then you've got the assistant coaches saying Justin Fields is ready for anything. And then he comes out there and gets 1 passing yard, this all points to Matt Nagy. It all points to Matt Nagy and a competent owner that had any respect for this franchise would have respectfully shown Matt Nagy the door. Has he done the worst job of any head coach here ever? No.
You know what?
Yesterday, go ahead.
I moved him in the same tier as Mark Trestman. I said this is Mark Trestman like.
I don't blame you for saying that.
And I'm shocked that even by tonight, he's still able to do a press conference and tell us anyone can be the quarterback next week. Like he shouldn't be able to. He should have been fired today. Like
I completely agree.
I mean, what's sad, and I never thought I would say this. I think Mark Trestman's offense is more competent than Matt Nagy's.
His offense was, but his coaching was horrific.
Yeah, right. He wasn't a leader of men. He let the locker room fall apart. But Trey's 100% right.
Trestman together, they might
Trestman had the Trestman Bears in their first year had the best offensive year in Bears history, and then in the second year, Jay Cutler gets hurt and Josh McCown comes in, and they actually had a game with Josh McCown where they didn't punt. For the first time in my life ever watching the Chicago Bears, they did not punt one time. They scored on every single drive against the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football. And a lot of people that were done with Jay Cutler at that point, Jay, who's now on Twitter, won't shut the hell up, and is on Waddle and Sylvie every Friday talking about how fans didn't appreciate him enough.
He's got the new steak, his steak company.
Yeah, steak. He's going through a midlife crisis now that he lost his old girl.
Of course.
Now he's just trying to find some relevancy.
Who wouldn't?
And hey, respect to him, but I can deal without his politics every day on Twitter. And he gets out. Josh McCown has the game of all games. I've never seen a quarterback play so well in one single game. And that was under Mark Trestman. The difference was, one, the locker room fell apart, largely because Trestman's not a leader, and also because Brandon Marshall was crazy and coming into the locker room yelling at everybody, trying to beat up Robbie Gould after every game.
Yeah.
And 2, the defense was so old at that point, they completely fell apart. Like he came at the worst time where the Lance Briggs and Brian Urlacher had ran their course. So it was bad timing. And look how quickly George McCaskey showed Mark Trestman the door. It was year 2. And he showed him the door after 2 50-point beatdowns to the Packers and the Patriots back-to-back weeks. What is it going to take for George McCaskey to let go of his loyalty to Matt Nagy. I almost will give Ryan Pace a second chance, even though he has not done the best job. He at least got Justin Fields here. So if you need to throw Matt Nagy under the bus, Ryan Pace, do it and get somebody in here that can make Justin Fields into the franchise quarterback we all believe he can be. Because, Matt Nagy had his chance with Mitch. Everyone blamed everything on Mitch. We're not going to do this again with Justin Fields. And you can already hear it from most of the fan base. Nobody's sitting here today blaming anything on Justin Fields, and rightfully so. But, I don't want to go through this for 2 more years and where we're like questioning, can Justin Fields read a defense? Look at on this screenshot. There's an open receiver down the field. Matt Nagy can't call an offense. So, a quarterback's brain is just mush by the third quarter because they don't know what the hell is going on. There's complete chaos going on around them.
Right.
That's as good as I can explain it. But, it is just befuddling as a Bears fan. All the hype going into this game and then to have that happen was one of the just a crime. It was literally a crime. Haven't been as disappointed during a Bears game like that in my life. It just, I really can't put it into words how bad it was. It was bad. But Tal Carcino said in the chat, I swear to God, do not put Will on. And happy Hawkeye Victory Monday.
No, we got to put Will on. Will on.
You got to put Will on. Tal.
I'm gonna give Will his time and listen to you guys because I'm really enjoying this, man. I got to come back on here when I got some more voice.
Man, you're taking all my. What's your name, sir? I haven't even been introduced to you.
Brayway, but Will, that is the sexiest picture I've seen all weekend.
How are you, my brother? How are you feeling?
I'm better now that I'm out of Cleveland.
Yeah, everybody is better when they're at Cleveland. I want to say hi to everybody besides my good friend Trae. I thought he was my boy, But
he didn't even get
Trae, bring it up.
We
Trae,
appreciate
man,
you coming on, Frey. Well, you could have had a.
What did you put him out? We were talking with him.
I didn't.
Too.
He left. Well, I was going to
do it. He left.
You might have got a phone call. Does that cut you off?
No, I think he just said he was going to go, but he's not. See, unlike me and Will, where our goodbyes take 45 minutes.
Well, you know what? Unless all you guys bear down, baby, bear down.
Bear down.
Bear
Will
down.
is in the
bear
house.
Down.
The prodigal son returns. This angry man.
Dude, that was
here.
so pissed.
Look at
Time
this guy.
to get triggered.
You know what? Call you guy. I was having a great feeling with your boy, man. He was pretty awesome. Why'd you cut him off?
He said he had to go.
Call him back, man.
He said he had to go. He said he was going to tune in, and we appreciate Freeway. He brought a lot to the table, an insight, opinion from being in the stands, and gave us a sweet video, of Nagy coming to the tunnel. I would have ended up probably meeting Freeway had I been at the game because that's exactly where I would have been gunning to get those kind of shots, and so we probably would have ended up becoming friends from all that, but I ended up, being pretty smart and not going to the game.
Well, we should definitely do some type of tailgating thing.
I don't like you anymore, Trae. I don't like you anymore.
I know you put that in the chat earlier. What's going on? You want to
talk
about it, Will?
My feelings.
It's not no more Trae. I think it can become a Braggs and Will, Trae and Will. I don't know. I'm trying to.
I don't know.
It's like. Yeah. There you go. That's my. There you go.
No, he ain't coming through. That's me.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
So where does this hatred come from, Will? For me, like what?
Well, what you always think that is a hatred when I come to work all the time.
You're the one that just said.
I didn't say hate. I said, Trae, you let me down. We were trying to go live and after the game and discuss about things.
What? That's why. So that's why you're mad. I wasn't. After the game,
No,
I
was also busy. I understand what you're saying, but
Yeah,
before I continue, I want to say hi to everybody in the chat and everybody I know. Dude, I was so pissed. I was so pissed yesterday. I was so you don't even want to know because I said I told I told my wife I'm done watching the bear. Excuse me. Yeah, dude. I look like a little kid, right?
I literally, I kind of peed a little when I saw this.
I mean, what energy were you channeling when you took this picture?
I'm just challenging George and Ted Phillips because you know how I work for my business to a friend that didn't even to a friend not to a friend to a guy that didn't even speak the language to come to love this franchise. It's frustrating for me, man. It just shows how much I just love and hate the Bears. That's the picture.
Yeah, you actually explained that pretty well. Appreciate
Capital
that.
Zarset wants you to know, they make jerseys in men's sizes too, right? Well,
you know what? This is a large. Honestly, this is a large.
Are you sure?
So, yes, this is a large. That's Trey. He's made me live, so he knows what I'm about. Like this is like if I wear any baggy, makes me look like fat. Like I'm fat.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
And then the other thing, Will, is you work out a lot.
I do work out a lot.
I'm not seeing much definition in these arms. Is something going on here? You're not pushing yourself hard enough in the weight room? Because
no, my wife likes it like that. She doesn't really. She loves her. My wife, she loves her nice tacos and her things. She doesn't look. I don't go with my diet all crazy. I just try to stay healthy.
Okay.
But why are you guys talking about me? We're supposed to...
I was so excited. When you start posting pictures like that, you're giving us quality content here. The Braggs and Stans trade teams.
You want to see this one right here? Just there you go. There you go. Definition. You want definition? There you go. See today, no car. Look at that definition. There you go, baby.
So Will, you're officially the curse because you picked the Bears to win, and
yes, I did.
They lose. So
why don't you go
back to hating on the Bears?
Yeah,
but you see, like everybody in Twitter is going after you, Braggs, about this and that. Now you're trying to come into a logic, right?
Right.
And the logic, like me too. I was in a logic. I'm like, okay. I saw the defense. I never thought the defense was going to play so hard for this team against the Bengals, and the Rams they look a little bit a match, but still they play, and I'm like, no way. There's so much the defense can do to rescue the Bears. You know what I'm saying? Like. It's just you cannot expect the defense to bail you out every time.
Yeah, I agree. It's been that way for a long time with the Chicago Bears, unfortunately.
Right, and with the defense yesterday, what makes me feel so bad for them is that it's like if your offense can't stay on the field, and you just keep getting put in bad predicament after bad predicament. And you're giving them all these possessions to score, they're eventually going to score. And like they still only gave up 10 points at a halftime, and it's like it's got to be demoralizing and deflating to like know that your offense looks like shit and it's like, man, it's like they barely, for them to even get that touchdown right before the half was like okay, like what more do we have to do? Just score the damn ball or get more than 1 yard.
There's no scheme, Trey. It's like there is no scheme. It's just
Right.
like what I saw is like, hey, Justin Fields, here's the ball. You're supposed to be the next good quarterback, and let's go. And I'm like, I saw no plan. I saw nothing. Just have you seen, like, honestly, have you seen the play call from Nagy against the others? It's like this size. And the other things are like this, and it has a bunch of plays inside and out, and he turns it, and I just man.
He needs to stop calling plays because I mean, for all like Freeway, when he was on earlier, he said for all the quarterbacks to look the same that have different skill sets.
Oh my God,
that lets you know right there.
Yeah.
They all look the same, and the offense just looks, flaccid. I mean, it's so sad to watch, and it's frustrating because it's sad and familiar. It's like we've seen this before.
Exactly.
And it's the coach. And it's like I try my best to say maybe he learned year, he's been a coach 4 years. Man, he has to understand it. And you were right, Will, with the ego. It's got to be a lot of ego because those other coaches got to be like, hey, why don't you try to do this? Somebody's, they've been in the league long enough. They're probably not yes men. It's not like they're scared to get fired the next day or something like that. So, but he's just not taking the advice. He's going to Nagy. And I would really like to see him fired. And even if we have Laser as an interim head coach, I know he would probably do a better job than Nagy. I think anybody could do a better job than Nagy right at this point because it looks like he wanted us to fail on purpose. That's how bad it looked.
Okay, so so right now, we can talk, right? Right now, we're talking and we what we saw, right? What we saw, and I'm not trying to call myself an expert or anything. I know Braggs knows what he's talking about, right? For me, as a person that
Not really.
none of us are experts, right?
No.
But I think we can sit back and analyze and be like Nagy is not utilizing the players that he has for him as his offensive line to perform a certain job. He wants to put these players in a way that he's putting them to do a job that they can do. He's saying like, you can do it, and you thinking in your head, hell no. You know how many times, right? Like when you're in a race and the guy is faster than you. I remember. I'm gonna give you one story. Like I was like in a boxing KO when I was a little kid, like going boxing,
Right.
And I saw this guy, bro. And this African American guy, I'm like, this guy's gonna beat the shit out of me. I can tell already he's got more technique, he's got more power. I'm like, and everybody was telling me, you can do it. You believe in yourself. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get my ass beat by this motherfucker. Don't tell me I can't do it. This
was him after the fight.
Yeah, dude, this dude is gonna beat the crap out of me, But everybody in my corner was like, you can do it. Instead of telling me that, you know what, roll to the right, everybody was like telling me, you can do it. Just go in there and believe in yourself.
That was Andy yesterday. He's like, you can do it, Fields.
Bro, I got you know how many rounds I lasted with this guy?
Well, how many?
18 seconds in the fucking round. I got knocked out.
Oh shit!
What he catch you with? Do you remember?
I remember,
Two pieces and a biscuit?
and probably Trey remembers that we had
Capital
boxing back in the day on Montrose and California. Remember Horners Park?
Oh yeah.
I was like,
Capital Czar wants to know what weight you fought at, Will.
110.
Dang.
110.
You're a little,
Dude, I was always, people looking at me like they think, dude, I'm 168, 170 right now. And people think like I'm like bigger. No, I'm not. I'm 170, 175, pushing 168. But right now, I weigh, yesterday I was 172.
Nature Boy says Will's giving more dome blows than Rocky Balboa. Dome blows. Dome blows.
You see that how everybody tries to come after me,
Dude, Chubbs has referenced Jody Will with you a couple times now since you came on the show. Who is Jody Will, Chubbs? I don't know. Does anybody understand this reference?
Jody Plus is because one.
Who's Jody Will, though? I've never heard of this.
If I'm not mistaken, Jody Plus is like a 1945, 1950, like a small guy that used to just fucking go at it. Excuse my language. Sorry.
Oh, you can swear on this show.
Yeah.
You can swear.
Yeah.
It's just like any other Trade Tune show.
Today I'm sober. So
you see how we started the show? Did you see we got the Trade Tunes promo plug from our guy Sylvie here? Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
In 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, this is Sylvie from Waddle and Sylvie on ESPN 1000, and I'm busy right now. What am I busy with? I am listening and watching the Trey Tune show. I gave him a t-shirt. It was a large. He doesn't fit in it, but we love him because he's the absolute best. So sit back and enjoy the Trey Tune show.
And I'm sorry, like,
Hey, what?
Trey, you still own us for that, bro. You can do that, bro. You know what? I should have quit your Trey Tune shows out. Yes.
Okay. So Chubbs explains.
Yeah, what were you
Jody is who gets your girl when you're on deployment. So that's a service joke?
Oh yes.
Because Chubbs served. Well, you were.
But I was just trying to. I was not thinking of Chubbs. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, Chubbs served.
I served.
It's a military thing. God. It's Carmen Casino. And you served as well. Will, were you a Marine?
Well, I know, but I didn't think they were gonna be I thought about it, but I'm like, hey, I don't know. Like, is it a Marine thing? I had to. I don't know. Either way, going towards me, towards you.
We got Bear Truth 9 joining the chat. Trey, can we get some horns for my guy Bear Truth 9? Bear Truth 9 in the house. It's good to have you, BT9. You better start having my back, dude.
Yeah, bro. You never want to hear a Jody. You never want to hear a Jody.
Yeah, so Carmen, who also served. So Carmen was in the army.
What would you, Carmen Casino and Chubbs, what would you do that to me? I actually told that story in the Trey Tune show about people cheating on me. Come on, man. Don't do that shit. I'm literally trying to talk and you guys are bringing that to me. No, don't do that shit.
I was playing the song.
Yeah, play that song. Yes, yeah.
I forgot what song it was.
Bro.
What song? I don't want to get clipped with nothing.
Faye knows it. Faye, how are you?
I'll sing it. What's the song?
It's Casey and JoJo Life.
Yeah,
Like,
all my life.
No, that's the wrong one.
Someone like you.
Yeah, dude.
And I hope that you feel the same way.
And then and I'm writing letters, and Jody is like doing somebody else.
Love me. You're all that I have ever loved. When you smile, my hands you turn around and you pick me up when I was down. You're all that I ever known. When you smile, you keep me up when I was down.
And I
hope that you feel the same way too. Yes, there we go. Greg with the golden pipes. Bear Truth 9 in my corner as always. You better be ready because me and Nerd Boy
apologize.
As lovely as that was the wrong song.
I apologize to everybody. We got a bird now.
Yeah, he was singing the wrong song.
Well, I'll sing that. Yeah. I don't know as many words. I got Jesse's Girl. How can I find no woman like that? Yeah.
Yeah, the Casey and JoJo song I was actually referencing was from the
Remember?
That wasn't in the middle of the sentence, Will.
That's a
lot of guys in their feelings today.
Like Chubbs and Carcamcino. I brought that up first. Like, you're not the first ones to bring that up. I told that to, and the Trae Tune show. You can go back. I don't think you can go back like 3 months ago or like a year ago. But I referenced to.
All right. Well, now that we've gotten our singing out of the way, why don't we, Trae?
Now you want me to play guitar?
Let's bring it back to the fold.
All right.
Trae, why don't you pull up the Matt Nagy presser? Well, we don't have to. We can watch all of it. We can watch some of it. The idea behind the presser here is we're not going to sit here like church mice and listen to every stupid word Nagy's going to say. It's basically going to be like a comedy roast.
Yeah.
We'll play the Matt Nagy presser, and if anybody wants
to, what can
we
do to feel better as a Bear fan?
Right. I'm going to say. Oh,
God damn it, you got to stop doing coke.
No, yeah, I know it. So we're gonna play the Matt Nagy presser, and if you feel like cracking a joke while it's going on, obviously in the chat, fire the jokes away. But for us here, we don't have to be quiet. You can talk over Nagy because everything he says is word salad anyway, and we'll enjoy it and see what Matt Nagy has to say here live. Press conference, Monday morning press conference to see what Matt Nagy's learned from the tape. So here it is. Matt Nagy pulling it up. There's Hub Arkish leaving his microphone. I don't know who the other masked man was.
So, I'll start off here with injury updates from the game. So, as Justin talked to you,
our
about
souls
last night,
are injured.
His X-ray was negative. We'll let you know on Wednesday where things are at. With him, and Andy is week to week with his knee. No update there. Let you know on Wednesday where that's at. Khalil, he ended up finishing the game. We'll keep an eye on that. And then Iggy, as you know, did not finish with hamstring. So really no changes with them from what we talked about yesterday, injury-wise. Big picture after watching the tape, it's stating the obvious to say that. We obviously got to be a heck of a lot better offensively and find ways to get into a rhythm.
You think?
Hey, pause it there, Braggs.
Trae's got the controls.
Trae got the control. Pause it there. This is how I do when I go somewhere and I don't do stuff that I'm supposed to do for the wife. And I'm like, you know what? Did you want this? No, I got this instead, and I forgot this. And I don't know why I always forget to bring milk and eggs. I don't know why. And they're like, bring eggs and milk. And I'm like, I bring the eggs or I bring the milk. So Nagy, I'm there with you on that aspect of the situation.
All right, that was a pretty random thought from Will. So let's go ahead and
Stop the video. Stop everything.
Grace.
When I go to the grocery store, I
All
forget the milk and eggs.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry,
okay.
you.
Hey, we don't,
Tranquilo, Sergio. Tú sabes
Well,
cómo
I
te
know
quiero,
you have
huevón.
trouble, with the quick one-liners. Everything comes in full paragraphs for you, but as we go through this, to not prolong this madness with Matt Nagy, we'll just play it through. And if you want to say something over him, feel free, but just try to make it quick so we can continue to make fun of him as it goes along.
Yeah.
All right.
She said, forget the milk and eggs, but she never
Did
forgets.
you get some milk and cookies?
Okay, so then how can we forget about the milk and eggs? How is it too?
Yeah, you're too
Okay,
busy.
so explain.
Taco Grace said that was some Will salad.
Okay, what is it? What is it too short on your world, Trey's world, or my world, or on the chat world? What is it too long to say?
You shut up!
All right,
okay. Let's play the tape.
All right.
I'm going to get you some clips, like more clips. All right, let's go.
Just being better in that rhythm, whether it's the protection, whether it's the run game, whether it's staying out of third and longs. We had those.
Is that as loud as you can get it, Will? Or not, Will? Trey?
Half of the 17.
No.
Got to be better there. I thought the defense did a job.
They did a job.
Fourth down sack and a 9-play drive, fourth down sack, where they really gave us momentum that we need on the sideline. And then to continue that into the third, and really you head into the fourth because of the defense. With a game that's a one touchdown game to start the fourth. So what we'll do is we will make sure that we evaluate all of us, and understand that we got a big division game against Detroit this week for the fourth week here coming up, and got to focus on that. And so when the guys get back in through it with them.
Oh, hold on, y'all mind if I?
Yeah, pause it. Yeah, pause it. But everyone,
hold on 1 second. I got to make sure I heard that right.
Just being better, getting into that rhythm, whether it's the protection, whether it's the run game, whether it's staying out of third and longs. We had those 3rd and 22 and 3rd and 14 and a 3rd and 2 in the first half of the 17 plays we had. So got to be better there. I thought the defense did a great job throughout the game with a 10-play drive and a fourth down sack, and then a 9-play drive, fourth down sack, where they really gave us that momentum that we needed on the sideline. And then to continue that into the third, and really you head.
So so they gave you the momentum, and what the hell did you do with it?
Didn't do shit with it.
All right,
into the fourth because of the defense, with a game that's a one touchdown game to start the fourth. So what we'll do is we will make sure that we evaluate all of us, and understand that we got a big division game against Detroit this week for the fourth week here coming up, and got to focus on that. And so when the guys get back in here, we'll go through it with them, and we'll correct our mistakes, and understand that yesterday is, you get to a point yesterday where statistically when you look at that and you see what went on and what happened, we understand that we're all very frustrated and angry, but it's about solutions now, and we got to do it, and that's going to be my job as the head coach. I need to do that, and it starts with me.
When it's as bad as it was yesterday, the last 18 hours or so, have they been normal, the way you operate after a game, or are you sitting there considering big picture changes?
Well, I think you all know me. I'm going to always start with myself and understanding how to look at things and where it starts. And obviously, we've had those 2 3rd and 1s. Now you had one in the Rams game, right? And then we had one yesterday, both on the road, where we had some false starts. And those are critical times in the game that we want to make sure that I need to do a better job of making sure that these guys
That's
understand.
the kind of stuff I want to hear more of.
So, situations like that, they bother me. When you don't have the success we had on offense yesterday with a rookie quarterback with Justin.
It's like I've seen him admit that he's wrong before, but he doesn't change shit though.
Yeah, I agree.
That stuff, of course, it keeps you up at night because you want to figure out why. And so we're looking at everything right now, Adam. I mean, looking at everything. I think that's being completely honest with you and real. I care about this situation immensely. Our players care, our coaches care. So we gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out fast.
And just to be clear, you do not know who's starting quarterback on Sunday, or has that been decided yet?
That's what we're working through right now. So I can't definitively say who the starter is. Yes.
That is so stupid.
Again, just to keep it super simple, everything's.
The starter is Justin Fields. Learn how to use him.
I think
Matt
that's
Nagy.
probably the easiest way to put it. The evaluation part, everything.
How will that evaluation work in the next 30
Communication, talking through things, making sure that we are doing everything we can to get that vibe and that juice back that we had in OTAs and in training camp. You know, I really and the one thing I want to make loud and clear about these players is, you know, these guys, they all care. They all really care, and so but what we got to do is we got to do it.
Either you or Trae or Braggs, you're playing the same thing at the same time, so you can have an echo. You have an echo.
It's probably coming through my mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just sorry.
Yeah. Is you know what? Let's just pause it for now. And
how do you get an honest evaluation of yourself? Who do you turn to on your staff?
Just talk over him, Will.
Assessment of what you're doing wrong, what you should be doing, and sees you maybe a little more objective than you might see yourself.
Well, I think to answer your question there, Mark, the number one thing is I'll go to more than just one person, and I go to people that I know are going to be honest in all parts of it, not just.
I know one guy that'll be honest with you, Matt.
Because I respect the honesty, and sometimes it's, as you know,
you need to send him this picture. Send this picture to Nagy and House Hall.
For a lot of times, it is us in the building because they're in the trees. They're in the woods with you when you're going
Get
through
this
all this.
shit right,
So
Nagy.
I always just want to
pay
make sure
the
that,
consequences.
Like, if you keep it super simple, that is the best thing for the Bears to be successful. I'll always keep it at that and leave it there. And if whatever needs to be done,
I honestly don't laugh about this.
What have you heard?
I'm sad.
What are they telling you?
I want to keep that private.
Matt, when you look back at the tape and looked at the game plan with Myles Garrett specifically, what gave you confidence during the week about your plan to kind of contain him, and then what didn't work yesterday?
I would say a few things with that, Kevin, is I think they did a good job of moving him around a little bit. You know, they put him on the inside and did some things there. And really, no matter where he's at, whether he's on the edge or whether he's in a 3-tech or a shade, he's going to always be dominant. He's a special player in this league. We knew that. You got to always give respect to those type of players. And so now we want to look into. You know,
I know I shouldn't say that.
Was it a time that we got beat 1-on-1? Was it a time we got beat 2-on-1?
I'm so pissed.
What was the the role of certain players?
You can pause it, Trae. This guy, you know.
Yeah, bro, this guy.
We can go back to it if we want, but you know.
Yeah, this guy is unbelievable, man. This guy is
Jesus.
Like, look at his face, bro. He's buying his time.
It's only week 3.
Right. This is not supposed to be happening. Oh.
Hey, wants me to go choke him out. Hey, believe me, if I can, like, you know, for a working man like we are, a working man that I am, I'm like, man, this guy is making all these millions of dollars. And I was just just going through my math books today, and for a season, let's say you make $20 an hour, right? Like 18, the minimum pay per hour, right? So let's say you like $80 an hour watching the Bears game. $80 a week. It's $280 a month.
Yeah.
Do
What?
the math. You literally, and then plus
$280 a
the
month?
money. Yes, 208. If you make $80, if you get paid $20 from 18 to $20 a month,
What?
from 18 to 20, sorry, to 18 to $20 per hour.
How many hours are you working a week?
4 hours. If you watch the game, it's gonna be about 4
okay.
hours.
Oh, you're talking about watching the game. Okay.
Watching the Bears game is about 4 hours. So I'm just like, okay, $20 an hour. You know,
Mm-hmm.
$80 a day. Come on, man. You know how much money you bring into the Bears every week for every fan?
Yeah, it's they got to put something better on the field, especially than what they did. I mean, you consider fans travel from all over the states to go see Justin Fields' first start at Cleveland and to put out one passing yard in this day and age, NFL is unacceptable. A fireable offense, especially when you consider he's been here. This is his 4th year. This is his second quarterback. 3rd or 4th quarterback, if you want to include Nick Foles and Andy Dalton, which I do. People try to be like, oh, well, Ryan Pace brought those guys here. Nick Foles is a Matt Nagy guy,
okay.
I mean.
Okay, like Greg and Trae, like you guys play football. I play soccer and I play some football when I was in high school. Okay, so just tell me, like, what was like the coaching? How was it? How did they teach you? You know what I'm saying? Because we have to go from we have to know from like the starters. Like, what did they teach you? What's going on here?
Well, they just taught us about our formations and being disciplined. And
what did they teach you first, though? Like Trae, when you were playing football, and you were a quarterback, right? When you were.
No, I didn't. When I played organized football, I didn't play quarterback. I just when we played for fun, I was always the quarterback.
No wonder, man. You messed up that throw.
Yeah, that was the first time I threw a football and
But I can throw a football better than that right now. No, I'm just. But so what was the first thing that the coaches were telling you? Like what was what wasn't like I play soccer and they told me I know how to do a formation. It's unbelievable. You get 6 points in the NFL, Braggs.
Pathetic.
You're a professional football team. You get 6 points. Come on, man.
Pathetic. It's pathetic.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like I played football for 1 year. I was a cornerback, and I did a great job. I'm fast. And I know you guys are bigger than me, but I'm like, what was taught to you guys?
Well, we do you want to know the answer? Or?
That's what I'm saying. I said to you, I'm like, let me know. Like, what did they tell you?
Jesus. Sorry. Okay. All right. They taught us. Well, first thing was to show up on time. That's
well, you look like you're high as hell.
He won't let you talk.
Okay, I love you, Trae. Go ahead, brother. I'm not gonna speak a word anymore. Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm zipping it up. I'm zipping. Zip.
I hope Pat Blank is watching because I've been quiet. Still talking. Okay, let the record show.
Well, first thing it says show up to practice on time because they say 90% of life is showing up and being there. And then like when it was all about discipline, technique. Like understanding that it's a team sport, and playing together and giving all the effort you have for the team and working as one. Those were the things they taught us in the show. Thank you for letting me
No, no.
complete my sentence.
So it's a team effort, right, to make every play. So when your coach tells you what to do, like what would you do? Like what was exactly how would they teach you? Like I want to learn this because I remember I only experienced that for 1 year. You know, they told me how to they told me stay away from the big guys. You know what I'm saying? Like when I play a cornerback, they're like, you know what, you just try to beat the guy from the ball, tackle, and when they told me to tackle, they told me to go inside. You know what I mean? And then
Well,
to
they
turn
told us to go
the
through.
body in a
They
certain
said every
way.
time you tackle somebody, you tackle through them. You act like you're trying to get to something through
Yes,
them.
through them. You know what I'm saying? Like tell them even, and then just let them go. You know what I mean? And that's what I was taught. Like when I was playing a cornerback, I play a cornerback. So, but with man, I saw the pictures of you, man. You're big. I told Trae and Braggs. I'm like, dude, Trey, we're almost the same age. He probably walked around being the pretty guy, walking around. I'm like, I'm just a small guy with the big hair.
I mean, I just always played sports. That was just the thing to do. Like ride our bikes. Like you guys seen Haitian Drew, like me in the chat. Like me and him used to just ride our bikes all around and find different playgrounds and just play basketball and look for new people to play against and like make friends that way. And it was just a lot of fun, just going out there and being competitive and having a good time. One of the I didn't have a father growing up, and he just wasn't around. And like probably like my basketball coach, even when I played for the YMCA leagues and stuff like that, you kind of like learn a lot about a lot. It's a lot of life lessons that come in when you learning how to play sports about just like being disciplined and just like showing up and giving the effort and like being there for your teammates and having the tenacity to go after your goals and stuff and learning that losing isn't the end of the world. Like just get better and keep fighting to be better and stuff like that. And those are things you learn that you need to apply to life. So you know, um, I'm just grateful to, like be in those situations, to not have a father figure, but to actually still get those valuable life lessons that I didn't even think were life lessons at the time. But they do kind of mold who you are as a person.
What do you think? What do you think about Brax? I know you're quiet. You're trying to brag
Just
about something.
listening, man.
I know you're like
Listening.
you're putting your pinky out like you're like, damn it, I gotta show off my look. I have a river. I have a river ring. I lost my my wedding ring,
Whoa.
and the second one that I bought, I'm like, I'm not losing it. So this is river.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I've just been, listening and taking it in, and when I just think about how it applies to the Bears, what are the things that Matt Nagy's instilling in this locker room? Because when I watched Lovie Smith, he taught, these guys are all adults and athletes getting paid millions of dollars. They're professionals. But they all looked up to Lovey in a big way. I don't want to go as far to say father figure. They all had their own, families and stuff. when they left the football field, but that's the kind of bravado he brought.
Don't you see though that they're looking at this defense kind of like respect the side a little bit like that, and then just I never thought this defense was gonna play this good. This is one of the things that I was the wrong. I thought this defense was gonna be horrible, and
they've definitely been better than we thought. Especially when you consider the secondary, the questions we had with the secondary. They've played much better. Robert Quinn has played very well here to start the year.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson almost got his second pick.
Yeah, Mario Edwards comes off the suspension list and is bulldozing people. That's definitely the positive to take from.
Without
if there's anything from Sunday, but as far as your question, as far as like what, I learned in sports, but basically the same stuff you learn, be on time, play for the teammate next to you. Don't be a ball hog. I played a lot of basketball. I played more basketball than football. I didn't last. I was as small as you back in the day, Will. Then I ate.
Why?
I ate a bunch
of food.
You
small? You calling me small now?
You're a little guy. You're a little guy. I used to be small like you, Will.
That picture, I'm like. That's like I don't recognize that guy.
Yeah, but
that's not me. That's not me.
I started eating a bunch of cheesy gordita crunches at Taco Bell, so now I'm a big guy. And but I played a lot of basketball. Share the ball. Play for the teammate next to you. Play hard on both ends, offense and defense. Team. As Chubb said in the chat, team first. And. What does Matt Nagy instill in these guys? In the first year he was here, I did see a team that was trying to prove to their coach, like, hey, I want to show you I'm worth putting on the field. And Matt Nagy also was showing the players, I want to show you I'm worthy of a coach for you guys. They're all trying to prove it to each other. And that first year he was here, you could feel the energy in 2018 when you went to training camp. And now, every time I go to camp, 2019 and this season, I see it much more relaxed. Not as much live hitting drills, not as much holding guys' feet to the fire. Don't see him getting as upset, with the little mistakes, attention to detail, and it's just, to me, as I've said before, I don't think these players respect him. Samir from Bears Bonanza, a good friend of mine, he was on yesterday, and we kind of compared him to like the substitute teacher. You respect him, you're nice to him because you can get away with a lot of shit. But do you respect him like the teacher, the one that instills, leadership and tries to really show you how it's done? And, the kind of teacher that you would want to do well for so you can impress them while you're getting yourself a good grade. I don't think Matt Nagy is that type of teacher. I don't think these players are worried about what Matt Nagy's opinion of them is. And you saw that last year with Javon Wims and Anthony Miller. Javon Wims gets in a fight. They play the Saints later in the year, the same team, same player. They say, look, guys, they're in the film room that week for the playoffs. Do not fight Gardner Johnson. He's an instigator. Do not fight him. What happens? Anthony Miller immediately fights the dude because he doesn't care what Matt Nagy thinks of him, or else he wouldn't have done that. And so,
would you agree with me that Nagy already lost the team?
I think he doesn't get the respect from the players, but do I think he's lost the team? I think on Sunday he might have lost some guys. The whole locker room, it's a long season.
Did you hear what this? I
don't want to say they let go of the rope because that's so depressing.
I heard like one of the guys that said that they had a big group of Bears fans. They literally went to the tunnel where all the Bears players will walk out, right, including the coaches, and they wanted to say what's going on or F you did wrong. You have to own up. You have to be a man. You make it, bro. Give me $1 million. I don't care if people throw the rocks at me walking down my driveway going to, you know what I mean?
Right.
Not doing anything wrong, but give me $1 million if I can just walk through my and then drop on my girls from school. They're like, oh no, they were all like, yeah, thanking to Mac. Mac walked out limping. He walked out limping to the tunnel. And the players were like clapping him. And then Nagy went out through the Browns tunnel. He didn't even go to his own tunnel.
All right. That's what our guy.
That's like, come on. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's insane.
You gotta be freaking. You cannot make that up. I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're a Bears fan. I don't care if you tell me to shut up. You can tell me that I don't care, that I'm not a real fan. I will never let nobody. I will never let my team go through a tunnel without myself. I'll be there. If I'm responsible, I'll walk through them. I'll walk through the tunnel. And I will say to the people, it's my freaking fault. You seriously let all these players walk through the Bears fans tunnel out of the game, and then you go and walk out to the winning tunnel on your own? Dude,
I wasn't there
for me. This is for me unacceptable.
Yeah, I agree. If that's what happened, I wasn't at the game, but if that's what happened, definitely unacceptable. Chubbs is speaking your language here in the chat, Will. He says Matt Nagy is giving participation trophies and gold stars to everybody.
You know, everybody
if
knows.
there's anybody that likes participation trophies, it's Will.
Charles, thank you for making me laugh, man. I just went through a rant right now. Chubbs, a lot of love, man. A lot of love.
Are you gonna give us any participation trophies, Will?
No, bro. I have all first place. I never. I threw everything out, man.
It looks like what's that behind you over your shoulder? It looks like a trophy.
No, dude, that's the road, man. That's that's
you got your AirPods.
That's how we rich people do it. You know, we get the rail. We get the rail. Just kidding.
Oh shit! Well.
But it's just amazes me.
It's definitely disappointing. Will, it's just not acceptable. We talked about it yesterday on the post game show. We talked about it here today. What was our guy's name earlier? Trey, we came on. What was his nickname?
Freeway.
What really brought it, and like you said, them coming out the tunnel, coming back into the tunnel for the halftime adjustments or lack thereof, and just seeing how despondent they looked. Freeway was yelling some funny ass shit to the guys in the tunnel. He really did a great job here today, coming on. I told Trey earlier, Will, that I was only going to hang for so long tonight. I got to get up for the bricks tomorrow. You guys are welcome to go all night long if you want.
I think we are.
Yeah.
You know what? Like I miss looking at my crowd. My crowd is the chat, the Trey Tunes chat. The Trey Tunes chat is my crowd. I love all of you guys. You guys are my people. You know what I mean? I don't know what. And also, like right now, if you guys are watching Braggs, it's not like you're not my people, but I have my people, which is the Trey Tunes chat people. And
this is the Trey Tunes,
and I'm not even included in that. Isn't that crazy? I'm just.
Well, you know what? I'm a little mad. I'm a little mad about you, Trey. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
what did I do?
I'm ready to throw all our friends.
So that's all. Hey, you know what, bro?
What
Braggs,
did I do?
I'll talk to you later. Braggs,
what?
Like you are a freaking warrior, man. You were in partying since Friday. You were like down. You're down. No, on Thursday. On Thursday, and then Wednesday you were down like a bottle of whiskey. And then Thursday, you're like walking a mile, 25 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're down in some whiskey. And then you got to go into a wedding. How are you alive?
I'm barely standing. That's why I was starting to sign out for myself. I mean, you guys can go all night. Trey, are you trying to go all night?
Yeah, I think me and Trae.
What? Come on. What do you mean?
I think me,
Look
you
at
and
my
me.
eyes. I worked all weekend too. Shit, I'm tired as fuck.
I mean, you could go all night, Trey. I mean, Will.
Yeah, we gotta fix some problems, Shay. We gotta
got-
fix some problems. We gotta fix some problems. Right?
You win. You're right, Will.
We gotta fix some problems. We gotta fix some problems, right?
Participation trophies.
Yeah, we gotta fix some problems.
NBA. What problems? Whatever you want, you got it, Will.
Yeah, are we gonna address this before we go? What?
Yeah, you know what? Like Trae doesn't. You know, like he's supposed to go. Like I don't know. Like
what? You don't even have a valid complaint.
He doesn't.
Yeah, what is it? We all want to hear this before we.
I don't know, man. I just don't want to say it on live, but I'm like Trae.
No, this is what we do. We talk.
I dare you to say it.
Let's go.
You know, Trae, you're supposed to invite me to the club when you get the. Oh, hold on. Okay,
Let's go.
I'm talking too much.
Quit. Look at how he's. Are you scared to tell? You know, reveal.
What? I've never. Hold on. Look, my. Hold on.
Oh my God! He's distracting us with his biceps now. Go. Tell us your issue with Trae.
Goddamn, my bicep is like I don't know. Up here, up there. I don't know. Well.
Why are you the way that you are?
I love that. Braggs with the over here.
Let's go.
You know what?
I want the drama. We all want the drama. Spill the tea. We need it. Let's go.
You know,
we want to hear it.
Okay, so today I'm literally in a meeting. I said, Trae. I said, I'm up for you to and I'll send you that picture.
What?
Braggs. I said, I'm ready to go, you know. I'm like, let's go. I have like 10 minutes, but I want to talk about the Bears. But good. I mean, I think Trae has like a fifth sense when he doesn't have to talk to me. Because he knows I'm gonna go off. So I respect him for that, but at the same time, I'm like Trae.
So he ignored your text, and this is why you're mad.
You know, my call, my text. Yes.
You didn't text me today.
I called you. No, I called you too. I called you twice.
I missed your call. You go back and watch the show. I literally
look how pretty was looking.
Phone in front
look how
of me.
pretty it was looking too, Trae. I mean, Braggs. Look how pretty it was looking.
Oh man, what are you sending me a picture right now? Will?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm ready for Trae. You know, let's go. You know, this is the Bears, but then.
I haven't gotten a picture.
Nature
yet.
Boy is right. I was feeling.
I haven't gotten a picture.
Like,
Where's
what's
this
going
picture
on?
at?
You know. I sent it.
I'm waiting on it. I ain't got it yet. So
it says it's been sent.
None of your text
I
messages.
just got it. Okay, yes. This creep. This is. Look at this. Here.
That's from my computer, right? Look at
that. All right, so what's the story behind this picture, Will? We all want to know.
That's unknown. I'm like, Trae, I'm available to talk to you about the damn Bears. But
you didn't text me, Will. I'm looking at my text messages now.
In the Navy.
Chops just like, are you sure you're wearing the Navy?
Seas in the Navy.
So I told Trae, I'm like, you know, all right.
No, man, when's the last time you sent me anything? Hold on.
No, I called you, and I think you were talking with someone about somebody doing something on the radio. I don't know.
What?
You were talking with somebody about doing something on the radio. I'm like, I was in a meeting. I don't know. I don't know what you were doing. Like you were doing something in the radio with somebody.
Oh, we were listening to Carmen Casino's call.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were watching on Twitch.
I just want to call in. I'm like, you know what? I'm calling.
So,
I'm
so you
fired
try
up.
to
I'm on
call
the third.
in. So you want to call in the middle of us listening to Carmen Carsino's call?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying is you can.
You're very needy, Will.
I'm not needy. You're needy. You're needy, bro.
Good comeback.
You're needy.
You're needy, right?
I'm not needy.
You're needy.
No, I love Carmen Casino, Tucker Casino. I love that's the first thing that I said to all you guys. I said, look at it. All of you guys are my family, you know. Look at that. Hell yeah, bro.
Look at it. There's a workout warrior there. We've been getting a lot of those tweets lately. Will's really
bro.
Will's really giving us a piece of himself here, and I like it. You know, the more he puts out there, the better chance.
I'm just trying to get you to move. That's it.
Look at this guy. We're moving.
Yeah, I go train.
By myself.
No, I was actually my daughter took that. My daughter took that picture for me.
By myself.
We rent and we go and we train, and I love it. You know, like if a guy like me, all right, this is the thing that I'm gonna tell you, all you guys that I'm listening to me.
Mm-hmm.
A guy like me came to the States without speaking any English, and I'm trying to speak English now. Come on, bro.
Yeah, how about Cap when we were on the walk?
Yeah.
And Cap made fun of you for your gibberish.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's Waddle,
bro. Bro. We met. You know the thing about it is too. I told Waddle. I said, you know, one time in Twitter, I told you that you're just butthurt that your friend John Fox couldn't get the job, couldn't keep the job, and he told me you're wrong, you know. And so I told him, and he remembered me. He's like, that was you. I'm like, yeah, that's me. So I don't hide behind the keyboard, man.
That's Will's job, just to bring up bad memories.
Yeah, but I don't hide. No, but I don't hide it.
I'm the one that pissed you off. Remember me?
No, but I don't hide behind. I don't hide behind any keyboards. I don't hide behind anything. And I told Waddle and said, this is what I said. He's like, man, you're the one that told me. I'm like, yeah, I did. This is me. Right? It was in front of you, Trae. I'm not even lying. Like, it was in front of Trae when I said all this stuff. So
yeah, it's all true.
I'm not even making this up. I said that right in front of Trae. So I'm a
Big Dog Dave says your shoulder game is weak. Shit's weak.
This is so funny.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I met a lot of people from Twitch, and the best people besides Trae that I met. I haven't met you there yet.
I know
Braggs.
you keep avoiding me.
Yeah, because you always want to spoon with me, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
You always want to grab me or something, man. What's going on?
I don't think
I'm coming for you.
You want to like kidnap me or something, man? I don't know.
I'm gonna spoon you as soon as the Bears win 6 games. 6 games, and we're spooning. We're doing a whole calendar catalog, 12 pictures.
Okay, how about the Bears are about to win that 6th game? We'll go to your house.
Yeah, you have to spoon like towards the end of the game.
How about let's do that bet? Like, let's do that. I'll be there if the 6th game.
Yeah, this is my Mike Gundy Coors Light
commercial. Look at that.
Did you see this yet, Braggs? I don't think you saw it.
No, I haven't seen this.
All right, here it is. Y'all hear it?
No, it's muted.
Oh, my bad.
See at the bottom.
The press conference hasn't even started yet. Hey, coach. The press conference hasn't even started yet, and we're already almost out of Coors Light.
Are you kidding me? That's all I got to say. It makes me want to puke.
Wait, coach. You can't leave yet. The press conference has just started.
I'm not a kid.
Okay, buddy. Just relax. Nobody said that you were a kid.
I'm a man.
Okay, coach. All right. You're a man. Whatever. Let's get back to the point. All the Coors Light is gone. Can't you really understand how I feel right now? I didn't even get to drink one. I mean, don't you understand how I feel?
Upset.
Yeah, I'm upset. I'm very upset. Because according to the paper, they said that they were going to have plenty of Coors Light here at the press conference.
3/4 of this is inaccurate. That's why I don't read the newspaper. Because it's garbage.
You know, right, Coach? You're right. This is garbage. I'm going to throw it right in the garbage. Okay. I didn't really look at it as a social issue, but that's what you see it as cool. You know, I just heard from a few people that you drink all the Coors Light. Is that true, Coach?
Are you kidding me?
I mean, come on. You can tell me. Did you drink all the beer, Coach?
That ain't true.
Okay, Coach. You just thought you were celebrating your 50th birthday a little early.
I'm 40.
Oh, you're 40? 40? I could have sworn you were turning 50.
That's not true. So get your facts straight.
Wow, Coach, I feel horrible. I'm very sorry. Do you accept my apology?
You know what? It's okay.
It's okay. This message was brought to you by Coors Light.
Hey,
well done, Trey.
Hey, Trey. This is 2007, right, Trey?
Yeah, 2007.
You looking like a sexy motherfucker right there, bro.
Yeah,
even if I was, I'd be like, hey, Trey.
Yeah, I was kind of killing them back then. Yeah, I was pretty damn sexy.
That was threesome. That's threesome having Trey.
That's a threesome thing. Dude,
that's when it started.
That was really good shit, Trey. That was funny as hell.
Yeah, I think I was. How much did I weigh then? I think I was like 220 or something. Just nice and fit, and I gotta get back down there.
Man, bro, you still sexy,
Chubbs
brother.
wants to know
just not
about that
as
little.
sexy.
Chubbs wanted to know about that voice at the end. With this was brought to you by Coors Light. He said it sounded kind of
because the Coors Light that's how they sound when this message was brought to you by Coors Light. I mean,
Faye saw that old school Trey, and she's ready for some spooning time.
Right. Yeah,
spooning time. Well, Trey, we'll get on the Will workout plan, and we'll both get back on the right track. You know,
you guys all look like good, like you guys all like looking good and stuff. I'm like, man, I got no woman. You guys got all the woman, man. You know, I got nothing. You know,
you're happily married, Will.
That
is so funny.
Dude, I'm just so pissed right now, bro. I'm like, dude. Okay, let me tell you what happened that day, bro. All right. So you know, like what this is the thing with
what happened? What's going on? Oh man. Okay.
It's like the paradox.
Back to you.
Yeah, I was like, is Trey living in Cap's home now? Damn it, bro! Like, you got a piano? I can go in there and play some piano.
Yeah, you got Trey tunes, and then and then you got the Trey Tunes Classic Edition.
Right.
So okay, I'm gonna ask you guys one question. So when people come to my home, and most of I have a lot of family, bro. I'm telling you, but 30, they always love to come. I have to prepare for they to come like 2 days before buying everything, right? And this is the pool, everything had to clear. Honestly, we are in a process to maybe move out so we don't have to have a pool no more. Like everybody's like, oh, you have a pool. It's a lot of work, bro. Takes a lot of
Oh,
money.
you and your
No,
poor
no, no, man. No,
Will.
no, I'm being real, man. I'm not. I'm not.
I
No,
am
honestly,
too.
no.
He's like,
It's
you're like,
just that you enjoy it for a little bit, but it's not. It's not. No, for real, right, Brax?
I'm
It's a pain
enjoying
in
my.
the ass.
It's year one, but I'm enjoying my pool. My pool's still open. Is yours still open?
No,
Yeah, I'm still swimming. It's hot out when I
because
get home from
my
work.
thing is because we have all these freaking trees around, man.
See, I don't have. I'm lucky in that regard. We don't have trees
But my
around our
neighbors do, man. They
backyard.
have those big ass trees, and
Yeah,
at the
we got
beginning.
lucky in that regard. We don't have very many trees near our
Will has
pool.
to
So.
clean his
Well,
pool.
anyway, don't be like, dude.
Look at Derek says, "Oh, the hardships for Will.
Right.
My pool.
Oh, my
It's not easy.
It's
I come from the hood, and now I gotta take care of a pool."
Yes. I just want to relax and talk to Braggs and Trae, drinking. That's it.
Like you know, the price
Make
of
money.
jet fuel.
I want this.
I
want this.
Can't afford to gas up my
No,
jet.
The problem. No. The problem is there's a lot of money to clean up, and the problem is like the trees from the neighbor are so big that they're pounding the roots are pounding on the pool. So we you know what I'm talking.
I got you.
So they're having cracks. Come on, you see that, bro? I'm like,
you're not going to win.
bro, no, because the roots goes through on the ground, and they're
oh, you have a yard.
No, dude, it's just like don't do it. Don't buy a pool here, like unless like you live a little bit up north, like by Waddles and stuff. There's no trees around, then you can have a pool. But having a pool here is a big mistake, bro. And that's why nobody has.
You don't have a pool cover?
No, it doesn't. No, I don't have it. But it's just like a.
Yeah, why don't you get like one of those retractable pool targets?
Yeah, I don't make that type of money. What do you think?
Oh, you can afford the pool, but you can't afford the pool cover.
No, I cannot afford the we bought it because honestly, my wife didn't want to buy it because of the pool bans, and we bought it because of the schools. But we're probably gonna move. Yeah, bro, we're probably gonna move on next year. Yeah, because
you gonna move out by me?
God damn it! Don't say it, you. God damn it, right? We're thinking about it.
Yeah,
we're thinking about Sherbrooke.
My good friend Kyle Lilly in the chat. Poor Will, first world problems. You know he came from the streets, and now look at him. Now look at him complaining about pool life.
Right.
You know, it's like my dog. When my God rest his soul, Bailey. He came from the streets of Costa Rica. He was a homeless dog, you know, and we brought him back from Costa Rica. And when by his 8th year of living with me, like he literally wouldn't go to bed at night unless you gave him a pillow. And this is like what you've become.
You're
God. Pampered. You're pampered.
Oh, look at it.
This is what you've become. You know,
I mean, no. I just want to. I don't want to spend more money. I really spend more money in something else. Then I don't need a freaking pool, bro.
Okay. Well, that's a great thought, Will.
Like it takes a lot of men.
I'm happy you got that off your chest. That we've had our triggered with Will session, and now we've had our deep thoughts to finish the night. I'm going to bed. If you two want to keep going and let Will talk for the rest of the night, I'm going to bed. Trey's already gone. Our guy, man, I keep wanting to say
Trae always tries to avoid problems. That's the problem.
I keep wanting to say Flywall, but that wasn't his name, Trey. I'm gonna get this right.
Did you say Flywall?
Flywall. What was our guy's name earlier?
Frey
Way. I'm gonna get it right, Frey Way. He was an excellent guest tonight. I want to thank Frey Way for coming on. Trey's buddy gave us an inside look inside the stadium, telling Nagy to give him the playbook. That was an all-time great moment here on Braggs in the Stands. And just giving his insight on what he saw at the Cleveland Browns game. Want to thank our guy Will. Triggered Will. He's a good sport. We mess with him a lot here.
Go Bears, baby.
Yeah, he's still got his Bears hat on, even though he's always busting. He's pointing at a picture we can't see. But he's.
Do you see it? Do you see it, people?
We always give him crap, but deep thoughts with Will. They're gonna start these. We're gonna start doing these segments, and we'll just have this picture up while he's giving his deep thoughts, because this feels like he's tweeting deep thoughts,
Right.
in the picture. So that'll be our deep thoughts with Will segments that we'll have going forward.
Give a lot of love to my people on the Trade Tools Twitch chat.
Okay.
I'm sure a lot of big dollar
You're just gonna ignore the people in the Braggs in the stands.
I know, but I'm saying okay, so that's what I'm saying. I gotta go after in the Bragg stands too. All of you guys, I love all of you guys.
We're all family here when we do the crossover shows.
Because Trey just wants to hang up and he's like, okay, I just want to make sure that my people
I also want
are
to say
feeling
we did
appreciated.
not hang up on Freeway. He just left because
I know you're
knows
gonna.
how to
I
hang
know
up
you're gonna.
quickly.
Hey,
unlike
Braggs,
our
I know
other
you're gonna
guests.
tell appreciate your people. I just want to give appreciation of our people in the Trade Tools chat.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it, and that's a good send off for you, Will. We appreciate it. Trey, do you have any final thoughts before we let you go? Before we sign off for the night?
Yeah, I just want to say I appreciate everybody and all, not just I'm just playing but for real, seriously, I do want to thank everybody for coming on, and we always just try to have a lot of fun, share our thoughts, have some good laughs, and it's a whole lot of fun, and we just want to keep it going and get better and bring you more content, and so we can all have good stories to tell, and that's about it.
But it's good to talk to somebody when you don't know you're not going to feel judged about stuff, and you don't want to feel vulnerable and all that stuff. It's really healthy to get those thoughts out your mind and thoughts off your chest. And I know, what I'm saying right now is good advice, but this is the drunkest I've been on this show. I'm drunk, and it's y'all fault. but even when I'm drunk, I can keep it real. I'm drunk. I am drunk. I'm not tipsy. I am not tipsy. I'm drunk. Oh. Oh, man. Yo. Oh, shit. Man. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, shit. I'm trying. Okay. Woo. Okay. I'm trying to read the comments. Oh, shit.
Oh my God!
You know what, Trey?
Oh shit! That was hilarious. I forgot all about that. Oh yeah. see Michelle Kemp. She's a bar owner of the bar I do
Oh,
karaoke
Michelle
at.
looks like a beautiful woman. Is she calling in?
No, she isn't because we're going, but she can call in any other time when you're not on, Will.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Right.
But what were you going to say about Michelle?
Oh, yeah, she's the bar owner of the, Randy's Lounge, where I do karaoke at on Wednesdays.
Okay.
Y'all got to come by one day. I know you all live far, and it's on a Wednesday, but, one of these days.
One day we'll take you up on it.
All right.
The Chubbs is just blown away because you're just pulling in all the beautiful women to this show, Trey. Of course, we've got Faye, Faye hangs out with us, a regular loyal viewer of the show. And then, of course, Becky from the famous Beck and John group and Tal Carcino. And, we've got some girls that tough it out with us jackals. So you're all welcome. Michelle, you're always welcome here if you can put up with the chat and put up with Will, more importantly. If you can put up with Will, you can put up with anybody. But we appreciate everybody tuning in here. And maybe one day we'll take you up on that train. We'll come out for a karaoke night on Wednesday nights at Michelle's bar. What was the name of the bar again, Trey?
Randy's Lounge.
Randy's Lounge. So that about wraps things up. We just passed
I'm gonna play
Oh my God. We just passed the 2-hour mark. And Will's gonna finish it off playing a song with his guitar. Go ahead. If you want to strum it as we go, you're more than welcome to. But
I want to play. Remember that song that you were with your friend?
Yeah, you can play it if you want.
Yeah, that's a little more like private, right?
All right. Yeah,
I have to go get the Fender, the Ibanez over there, though.
All right. Well, maybe next time. But we're signing out for tonight. This is Brad. Trey's already gone. He's had enough because Will keep this going for another. Between me and Will, our goodbyes take about an hour and a half. But we're gonna keep this one short and sweet.
So hold on, let me get it for you and your friend and my friend.
What are you doing? All right, yeah. So
but I'm just gonna go like this. I don't want you to have a problem.
Oh my goodness gracious! So everybody's gone, and I'm all that's left here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And I'm trying to remove these. Then there was one. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Had some fun, had some laughs, talked to little bears, talked a little life. So Trey's already gone, but Will's ready to play a little music here. I don't know what happened to his internet. His internet stream. He was just getting ready to play a song. And now look it's gone.
It worked. I sent the signal to Will, so I'm just playing.
La 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 bamba. I don't see him on the stream.
He'll get my bottle.
Oh, he got the bottle. He brought the bottle here. La la bamba. La la bamba. You gonna take a shot?
Yeah.
All right, here's to all you Twitchers. Will, I don't know what happened to your internet, but it's gone.
To Will's internet disconnectivity.
Yeah, hey, sometimes there's blessings. And there he goes. Will's gone, so that ends it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Here's to you guys. Thank you, Trey. Had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you to everybody in the chat once again. Thank you to not Flywall.
Freeway.
And here is Will. Finally, he shows up to finish it off by playing a little music. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you know what? It's really sad, man. It's really sad when the Bears lose.
It is sad.
It's sad.
Yeah. So you're going to play us some sad music, okay?
I'm going to play you
You
some...
already did your sign-off word, so you're just playing music now, and then we're calling it a night. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in once again. Keep playing, Will. You got to play as we go off.
Hold on. Okay,
And
hold on.
this is the Trae Tunes, Braggs in the Stands, crossover edition. We'll see you next time. Never know when we'll pop on and have some fun. A lot of fun tonight. Thank you again to everybody. Thank you to Freeway. Thank you to the Twitch chat. Thank you to Will. And we're signing out. We'll see what the Bears do here. But we'll do some more shows later in the week. And make sure you always tune in to the Trae Tunes Show, Mondays through Fridays, live only on Twitch from 12 to 2, talking sports, playing hits. Be on the lookout for more Braggs in the Stands installments here later in the week with my guy Johnny B, and of course, Trae Tunes and many others. Always welcome. This is what we do. Will doing his thing. This is the talent he's made for, playing music on his shows. So have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for tuning in. And of course, we got to finish it with this picture. All right? You guys have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye, everybody.